Floor scrubbers?
Yes, and fire panels.
We have pallets of batteries.
Well, what about-
As your go-to guy, if it needs a battery, we have it.
Well, that's all you had to say.
Could have led with that.
Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Donate to our Share Your Christmas food drive at participating Walmart stores.
Well, let me tell you what, my maternal instincts are on high gear this morning. Janine Cloyd is here with the Humane Educational Society. She has brought not one, but two adorable puppies, and I think you told me they're 2 of 8 that you have at the shelter.
Right, 8. But
of this litter.
Yes, of the litter, there were 9 that actually came in.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were found in a ditch by a Good Samaritan and completely eaten up by fleas, and so now they're healthy and ready to go to a forever home.
How long have you had them?
We have had them a little over a month.
Okay,
I
so they
believe.
were little tiny when they came to you. Isn't that so sad? There's no need to do something like that, leave them in a ditch. You can bring them to the Humane Society and they'll get love all the way around.
Yeah.
So the timing is kind of good for these little guys because, first of all, this time of year, a lot of people are thinking about having that pet under the tree. So you've got a special event happening on Black Friday, don't you?
Black Friday, yeah. We have half-price adoptions. And we're doing something kind of special. We're partnering with Eastridge Animal Shelter, and they're bringing about 10 of their dogs to hang out at our shelter and get some more exposure, as well as they'll be doing adoptions at their place too. So, yeah, so we're kind of excited about that.
You know, to hear you tell these little guys' story of how they were covered in fleas and you made sure that they're nice and healthy and clean and heartworm ready and all the stuff that you do, that does not come without a cost. So
Correct.
We're also on the cusp of Giving Tuesday. You really rely on those donations.
We rely heavily on the kindness of our community. And yes, these guys are the perfect example of why it is so wonderful to give on Giving Tuesday to an organization that, you know, helps animals. And, you know, so many different kinds of animals and so many different kinds of needs.
Well, you know, we saw it today. You and Dwayne Madden from Hemp House always had this habit of coming on the same day, and he's got this new dog that once again he got from you. And he was sharing with me the fact that this particular one, Meatball, he said was loved by somebody because he's been neutered, but he knows it wasn't from a shelter because he doesn't have a microchip, which is standard procedure for y'all. There just been some other things that this dog has had that he does. Somebody cared for him and now no longer. But you will find any type of companion you're looking for at the Humane Society.
Yeah, big, small, yeah, love bugs, couch potatoes, or ones that want to go on a hike, you know.
Talk about the volunteers that you have there too. Ashlyn, who we work with, is a volunteer with you now.
She is, yeah.
But people want to do what they can to help you in that effort. If you can't give monetarily, you're always looking for volunteers.
Absolutely, volunteers or fostering. Fostering is so rewarding, as you know.
Yes,
you were a foster family.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to help the shelter because these little babies come in and they can't stay at the shelter when they're so young. They need 24/7 care. And so they go, typically they're in a foster home within the afternoon of the day they arrive. But that takes a lot of people who are, you know, stepping up to help us.
Talk about these little guys and who they would be good to go to. What types of homes?
You know, these would be fantastic family dogs. You know, they're shepherd mixes, so they're probably going to be in the 40 to 50 pound range, and you know, they probably would love to have children. They can be with other dogs, cats. I mean, you know, when you get a puppy, you can mix them in, and everybody grows together.
So mine is called Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, and this is Portergeist, and their names are from Monster High, the cartoon. Yeah.
Okay. So when Janine gave this one to me to hold, he was shaking, and that's why I said my maternal instincts were kicking in, because I was trying so hard to protect and shelter him.
Cuddle.
But once I began to pet him at your suggestion, he's as happy as he can be. They're very calm.
Yeah, they are. I'm sure if we put them on the floor though and let them to their own devices, that would be mayhem shortly when you have two together.
Am I boring you? I saw that yawn. Talk to me too about what you're getting when you adopt from you? I mentioned like the spay and neuter and the microchipping. You make sure that these animals, dogs or cats, are going out the door healthy.
Gosh, yeah. So, you know, we have a full vet department at the shelter, and so these babies are seen in foster care. They come in every 2 weeks to, you know, for shots and for the vets to look over. And, you know, even our fosters have scales that are weighing them daily, because when they're little bitty, you know, an ounce or two gain, you know, lost is we have to figure out what's going on there. And so there's a lot of medical activity going on around all of our animals. And then, of course, flea and tick preventatives, heartworm preventatives.
Right.
Yeah, so you get all of that and a free bag of food to go with it, and sometimes, a lot of times, a toy or something, you know, fun to take home too.
Yeah. We just saw, sorry, I'm leaning back to take a look at his face. We just saw some of the pictures of the cats. Weren't you telling me that y'all are about to do something too with some type of
today we're doing something called Cutting Up for Community Cats, and that's where we take really thick styrofoam coolers that we get from health facilities, people that have, you know, steaks delivered to their home, get those super thick coolers. We cut holes in them, fill them with straw, not hay, straws for strays, and tape them shut, and now you've got a really warm house for outside cats to, you know, bed down in during the winter months. And we do this every year. Last year we probably gave 500 of them out. And so we will show you how to make them as well, so that, you know, you can make your own.
If you have a stray cat in your neighborhood or something, that's what you can do.
Yeah, or you feed a colony. But we've got probably 100 or more at the shelter today, and we'd love anybody to come by between 12 and 3 and pick one up.
All right, then let me show you where to go. We're going to sit here and have some puppy therapy, though. The Humane Society on Randolph Circle, heschat.org. You can take a look at all the animals that they have there, ready to go home to a loving family who will dote on them the way they should. Thank you, Janine.
Thank you.
Real estate fees have been the same since the dinosaurs. Not anymore, thanks to 1% List Scenic City. We're a full-service real estate